All right. Yes, we are going to be talking about why protein matters so much. This is the one nutrient that I talk about the most by far because it is the number one nutrient I find that women are not getting enough of in their systems in their day. And it's because we're not told that this is what is really important to make us healthy. And in fact, we're often told to shy away from foods that are higher in protein because of the calories, or it's going to make us bulky, or it's just too much food to eat. Wrong! Wrong for so many reasons. Protein is so important. It helps your body build lean muscle, boosts your energy, helps with hormone regulation. So those are the things that I'm going to talk about here. But if you are not getting enough protein and you are really struggling, especially with weight loss, it is a constant uphill battle. And especially if you have been on crash diets, fad diets, restrictive diets, and you just go through this cycle of this type of restrictive diet, that type of restrictive diet, and you don't get a protein in, there's no way that your body's actually going to have success with weight loss, meaning you're able to lose and maintain that loss if you're not getting enough protein and fueling your body correctly. So here's why protein is so important overall. And these are things that I talk about a lot in my books, The Female Fat Solution and The Female Menopause Solution. These are on Amazon. I have a whole section on protein in each of these. And protein matters for women. If you are in perimenopause or menopause, you actually need more protein than what you were getting before because it uploads differently. It takes more protein to do the same job that protein used to do in your system. Not because you're doing it wrong, but because your hormones shift and change, which changes your nutrients. Your nutrients and how you feed and fuel your body makes a difference in your hormone regulation. It absolutely does. I see it every single day. I see it every single day. So the first reason that it's important to get enough protein is for your hormones. Now, not just your estrogens, progesterones, things like that, but especially your cortisol. Cortisol is your stress hormone. So especially if you are stressed, the female body does not build muscle as easily as the male body does because we don't have the same level of testosterone naturally. So it can be harder for women to build and maintain lean muscle. When you go through menopause, that changes as well. And again, it's even 5 times harder to build and maintain that lean muscle. Now you add in stress, you add in more stress hormone, and it's just putting gas on that fire, making it that much harder for you. Yeah. So adding in protein can make a world of difference for your stress response and for your hormone regulation. That's a big one. The next one, of course, is muscle mass. Muscle mass. And if you're thinking, I don't want big muscles. Well, it's really hard for women to build big muscles anyway. You have to consume a extreme amount of protein and do very specific lifting exercises to get bulky, unless you are a part of that smaller percentage of women that naturally can bulk up really easily. Very few women can do that. I've been an athlete my whole life. I've lifted heavy my whole life, and I can't even bulk up easily. No. I have to be very specific on doing that. But muscle mass, especially if you're talking about metabolism, your muscle is hungry. It's going to consume more energy, needing more calorie from what you're eating. So if you are looking to actually boost your metabolism, you need to look at how much muscle mass you actually have. And if you're doing this workout routine and you're like, I'm being active, I'm working out, this is great. Yeah, I'm going to get fit and tone and buff and look amazing, but I can't do a good workout and my muscles aren't recovering well. That's a problem, and especially means you're not getting enough protein. So up your protein. These are things that I teach you how to do when we work together. I actually look at specific ways to help you get more protein in for your schedule, for your day. Everybody's life and schedule is different, you know? You might run on a different schedule than somebody else. So what works for you might not work for somebody else, type of thing. Using shakes and bars are okay to boost your overall protein numbers for the day. But you also need to know that getting whole food protein in is important. Getting a variety of proteins in, especially if you are under stress, because your body makes about half of the amino acids necessary to make protein and to make these muscles naturally. So you have to get the other half from food. You only get half naturally and you have to get the other half from food. So variety helps you round that out. Now, the half that you get naturally, that your body makes, it does not make as many naturally if you are under a lot of stress. Come on, that's not helping the stress. I know. But keep that in mind, but that's why we do a variety, right? A variety of proteins. Because that helps the most overall. And then one of the other things that protein can help with is brain fog and energy. Energy overall, because you're fueling your body differently. And one of the things that I hear from women that changes right away when you start increasing protein, oh my gosh, I can like think clearer and I have more energy throughout the day and I'm sleeping better. This is incredible. My sleep is better. What is it that I'm doing? Is it something I'm taking? You're just getting more fuel throughout your day. When you fuel your body correctly throughout the day, your brain gets all these different nutrients, which means it can go into this deep restorative sleep at night that it maybe didn't have the opportunity to do before. Yes, yes. I see this all the time when we do Dutch testing, which is hormone testing. People will say, oh, this happened like literally yesterday. I was going over a Dutch test with somebody. We were talking about her hormone levels and she was like, yeah, I really have a hard time sleeping. I haven't slept well in years, this and this and this, and I've gained this weight and I've been trying to get it off and nothing's working, etc. But I can't sleep. I can't sleep. And when we were looking at her report, I was like, well, your melatonin is good. So what it's going to be related to more is your cortisol patterns, your cortisol levels. So we have to fuel your body differently to help get you to sleep. And she was like, that doesn't, yeah, I try to take melatonin and it doesn't work. I was like, I know. It doesn't work because that's not what your body's missing. What your body's missing is protein. And I hear it all the time from women. Boosting your protein helps so much. Brain fog, energy, and improves sleep. So it almost seems like it's magic. It's not magic. It's fuel. It's fuel for your body. So those are some of the things that I have for you that I wanted to talk about. If you are looking for other ways to really help maintain your hormones and work with your hormones besides adding more protein in, so I had somebody message me today and they're like, oh my gosh, how do I help my hormone balance and everything? Boom. Tinctures for your cycle. Estrogen, take days 1 through 14. Progesterone, take days 15 through 28. This helps regulate your cycle in a huge, huge way. Really, really positive way. If nothing else, get some protein, get some tinctures in that help regulate your cycle. It's going to be a game changer. My other favorite one is the adrenal balance. This one helps, your adrenal levels function correctly, as well as helps cortisol maintenance in your system. I formulated these, like these are my formulas that I made specifically for the female body to have optimal function. So, that's what I got for you guys tonight. Please let me know if you have any other questions or need anything else. Otherwise, I will see you later.